supremacist in New York was attempting to make some bombs, and he ended up blowing his own leg off. His name is Michael O'Neill. He tried to make, he's accused of making 7 bombs and was arrested just a couple of weeks ago when one of the devices accidentally went off, again, blowing one of his legs off. We have some news from the assistant U.S. attorney saying, you know, it's good that they found this guy before he was able to do something to use those bombs. Luckily, he is detained. He is no longer at large in the community with or without some of the physical disabilities he's going to have going forward. But luckily for the community, he only hurt himself. We found out when they investigated that he had pictures of the KKK, Nazi imagery, and the Confederate flag inside of his home. And this is a U.S. attorney who says the fact that there were some items that we described in court as consistent with white supremacists, to include the Ku Klux Klan and the Nazi imagery, some of the verbiage, which was particularly on the Nazi picture, also the Confederate battle flag, means that law enforcement has more work to go. But his defense attorney says this: you're getting him all wrong with that stuff about Nazis and about wanting to blow up people. We do know that the explosives he created contained nails and BB pellets. One was labeled powder with nails, but his attorney said O'Neill was just planning to blow up some tree stumps.
Why do you need nails to blow up a tree stump?
Yeah, building some sort of fragmentation shrapnel bomb to blow up a stump. And I'm not going to name who, but in our production meeting pointed out the irony of his defense being that he was trying to get rid of a stump, but instead he created one, which I think is adorable. But look, this is the great thing about right-wing terrorists, is they don't tend to be the smartest people.
Amir?
It wasn't Amir, actually.
No.
I'm not going to say who it was, but it wasn't Amir. That they so often either shoot themselves. It wasn't JR. You can't keep guessing because then it becomes obvious who it was. It wasn't JR.
Hannah?
I'm not going to say who it was.
It's Hannah.
But anyway, thankfully, the guy did not kill anyone, okay? And I hope that his defense is destroyed and he's actually put in jail. There seems to be some legal question of whether he broke any laws by creating the bombs. Which, look, I guess it's America. Maybe that is legal to do. I thought creating bombs would be illegal. Is that how you get rid of stumps? I thought you like tied a chain to it or something with your truck, or you dug it up or something. I don't know.
I don't get into stump removal. I don't know. I just
You're stumped.
Yeah, and I don't know that this guy deserves any more punishment than he's already gotten. But you know,
I don't think that this is going to cause him to hate, you know, out groups any less than he did before he injured himself while attempting to kill them.
Well, of course, you're allowed to hate. You're just not allowed.
You are.
You're not allowed to.
You are allowed to hate, but he's also creating bombs.
Yeah, it's a bad combination. But you're allowed to hate, and I suspect I don't know what the rules are. Are you allowed to create an explosive device and have it in your house?
Look, I did some Google research, and it seemed to depend on states. Some people were saying emphatically that it's illegal across the country. I don't believe that it is. I think that there are some forms of creating bombs, like if you're creating like pipe bombs or something like that, generally people have a problem with it. But you're allowed to use dynamite and TNT. I imagine people make their own. So in various parts of the country, it is probably legal to do something like what this man was doing.
If it was Hannah, just say something in the form of a question.
Why?